Oh, shit. Hold on. My bad. All right. What's going on? Josue, it's just you and me. Just you and me. For now. Just you and me for now. Just you and me. All right. How we doing? Just the two of us. You can make it if you try. You've never called in, have you, Josue? I believe you have not. Right? I don't think you have. So I just saw this whole thing. Everybody's talking about. I got shit to do later, so I might as well do it now. Go on live now. Then I'm gonna go to a friend's house, chill. So yeah, nah, you don't gotta call. You could call in and just do audio. You don't have to do cam. Doesn't matter. So yeah, I just saw this whole Canelo wearing heels thing. He wasn't wearing heels. His platforms looked a little higher, but he's a smaller guy than Crawford. I see it. I was shocked. I was like, this fucking guy. I was shocked. You'll cam up when you need to. Yeah, well, just you. Well, how's there only one person in here? How's this even possible? I believe the alert didn't go out. So, let me do this. Let's see if this works. Sometimes I'll set another live stream for later, and it'll give people the alert now. So it's 12:30, so we'll do 1 p.m., 1:05 p.m. All right, so now that should give people the alert in 4 minutes. I mean, if he can keep his same stability with heels, then it's an advantage. Yeah, fighters don't wear heels. I actually wore sneakers. I wore Air Max sneakers in my pro fight. Hey B, where you been, man? Wagwan, aren't you Asian? The fuck? Hey B, it's just us three in here right now, right? So you could be honest. Why do you refuse to tell us what kind of Asian? Like what's your ethnicity? We're all open here. I know you're in Bensonhurst. I'm gonna guess Chinese because there's a very big Chinese community over there in that part of Brooklyn. But you don't want to tell us. Don't know. Happy Sunday. 1 hour. What press conference? That's fucking annoying. I didn't even know about it. I would have gone to it if there's a press conference right now on a Sunday? What you mean? For who? I'm listening. So you're always in listening? You just don't talk a lot? Is that it? I'm not asking what language you speak. I'm asking what the fuck you are. What? That's in NYC today. I didn't even know about it. So I didn't apply for it. I didn't know about it. I would have gone. I would have fucking gone. Yo, it's going to be 92 today. It's going to be 98 on Tuesday. Good fucking Lord. It's gonna be live on the Ring WWE Netflix YouTube channel. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about why am I not there? Nah, you got to get press credentials, Dwayne, to get in. Dwayne, where are you from again? Remind me. But now you need press credentials, so I could show up. They won't let me in. I got to be accredited. I got to be. It's like being put on the VIP list at a club or whatever. You got the run in? Yeah, I didn't do my workout yet. I might not do it today. I don't know. Take a day off. Probably won't because gets the demons out of here. That exercise gets the CJ, you know, that exercise gets the demons out of here. It exercises the fucking demons out. Virginia, okay. Call it lacking, Marco. Come on. Call it locking in. Why the fuck did I applied for the fight itself? I didn't see any applications for press conferences. But why would there be a generally for these? Yeah, I don't like because it's we're so far away from the fight. Okay. I'm gonna work out after. We'll see. I want to get this done first. I just dropped a new video yesterday. I'm gonna try and drop a new video today. I'm telling you, man. Right? CJ, this is what I want to do. I want to get this my other businesses done with. So where this is the shit I can focus on. That's what I want to do. Tomorrow's Vegas. Well, I'm just annoyed that I didn't know about it and I wasn't able to apply to go to it. I'm not sure I could have today, to be honest, because it's a Sunday, but generally they don't do those shits on Sundays. They do them like during the week. What's up, Hoos? You from Houston? Yeah, agreed. That was wild, right? See, I don't have this up here. Call-ins are open. Maybe I shouldn't have put that there. That's why oh boy did what he did, but God, that was so gross. That was so weird. Fort Lauderdale. My brother-in-law lives in like Deerfield Beach area. We fly into Fort Lauderdale when we go visit. I might move there. That might be the next move. Is either going to be back to the city in New York or out there maybe. Yeah, Dwayne, someone did. It was gross. She was all crusty. So glad I passed out at the barbecue early yesterday. Missed it. Oh, yeah. You weren't in there for that? You're trying to move out? Why? What's wrong with Fort Lauderdale? Too expensive? Shit. Everything's expensive. What's your guys' prediction for WW3? Nah, we don't want to talk about that. This is a boxing room. Oh, Mo, that's fucking gross. I'm glad they didn't have the decency. That's disgusting. That was so nasty. Ugh. Rack's a lot of money. I went to one wrestling match back in the Garden in maybe 1988, 87. I forget who Hulk Hogan fought, but it was a Hulk Hogan fight. I got a T-shirt made. It said Hulk Hogan in Hulkamania. I wore a T-shirt there. Did the whole 9. It was dope. It was dope. Anyway, I know Nestor is live. I saw that. So I'm curious how that's going to affect this. You're too cheap to bet? Yeah. Me too. Not cheap, it's just stupid. No disrespect to those people who bet, but like, why? Like, if I'm gonna spend money, I want to get some services or goods for my currency. To me, it's not The rush of betting doesn't do it for me. Good morning, good brother. Marco, what's up? I'm not sure who you have in the fight. I have a funny feeling Crawford beats Canelo. It's just a gut feeling I have. Well, I got a 50-50. These fucking fruit flies. I got a 50-50. And when you see the size, but I think if I really dedicate myself, I'd be just. What's a handicapper? Like somebody who bets and who is like good with betting? Again, I got much less responsibility than you. It's just me and mama, so I put up a rack. Yeah, you do. You do. And enjoy that, man. Enjoy that. Because responsibility is a lot of pressure. Yeah, some people feel that way, but I don't. Handicappers set the odds. Whatever that means. Whatever the fuck that means. Cool. A handicapper and someone who analyzes fight game and gives betting advice. Well, sounds like that's somebody who's going to get blamed when people lose. So you want to have a kid, CJ? Do you legit want to have a child right now? With this fucking 17-year-old girl you're dating? A lot of people are coming around to Crawford. He won't punish your Crawford. Nah, Canelo, I disagree, man. Just because Canelo had dudes running from him doesn't mean he's, when Ness does his betting show, that's handicapping. What's a betting show? What's his show exactly? I don't even know what that is. Is it when people go in and just place bets through him? Or what? I never bet anything too crazy. I bet like 100 or 50. CJ, listen to me carefully. I want you to listen to me very carefully right now.
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Nah, she's not 7. She's like 28. He's 40-something. She's like 28. So it's a big difference. Ripe. Yeah, ripe's a fact. So I understand that the community pulls their thoughts and analysis of a fight and settle on betting picks, but I've never seen it. I wouldn't even waste my time with that because none of us know. I bet you if we did the odds of all of the people who guess on fights, it's probably 50-50. Why would they ask him for betting advice? Who the fuck? He's never even fought before. Like, why? But then again, there's people who have fought who don't know shit either. Like, I've heard some fighters give the worst takes. You never know. That's why I just deal with analysis. I'm good at analyzing what happened. I'm not, I'd say this all the time. I'm not Miss Cleo. Can't tell the future. If I was good at that shit, I'd be in the stock market making cheese. I got another mouse in the house, by the way, people. Second one. Don't do it, CJ. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. You enjoy your life? CJ, let me ask you a question. This is a real question. Do you enjoy not having to answer to anybody? Do you enjoy only having to worry about yourself and your mom's? Do you enjoy not having to spend mad money? Do you enjoy, here's the big one, and I'm fucking serious here. You guys think I'm joking. Do you enjoy not being triggered into your own childhood every single fucking day? And I know you probably had a fucked up childhood because I did. I think we all did. Do you enjoy not having to be triggered and seeing your little yourself and go through all the painful shit you went through. Because if that's what you want to do, have kids. And the fact that you're in your 40s, it's going to make it harder because this is when we go through midlife crisis shit. I at least had my kids in my 30s, so like I'm getting hit with everything now. I'm just food for thought. But if you really want a child, do it by all means. But if you're on the fence, just take what I said. And I mean, we could talk privately too one day. You should talk to parents before, you know what I mean? Because some people just aren't cut out. I'm not saying you're not cut out, but some people don't need to have children. Like it's better for their up here and for their lives without kids. It's just a fact. I used to judge people who didn't want kids. Then after I had them, I'm like, okay, I get it. This isn't for like this takes a certain mentality. Unc, you don't seem too upset to what happened last night. What? What happened with what? Skull ran. Nah, you guys, Hugh. So I don't know if you've ever been in the ring. You guys who haven't been in the ring don't understand how difficult it is to catch somebody who is viciously intent on just staying away and running. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, right? Well, Mo, you don't even know, but you probably have sisters or some shit who have kids, right? I'm just saying. Yeah, and you listen to what I say. I do, but in 20 years, I look back like, damn, I could have had the championship belt. I don't know what that means. Oh, well, upset. What am I going to do? Why would I be upset? The shit was gross. I was grossed out. I mean, it was more weird than anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, who would do that? Lines are open, speaking of, just for normal people. CJ, you might be dead by the time your kid graduates high school. No, he's not that old. I'm Mexican. I've been an uncle to many kids. Yeah, and they're not yours. When they're yours, Mo, all total different game. What's up? What up, Anthony? This is my man Anthony from the good old state of Texas. What's up? Marco, what do you be writing down? Nothing. I'm just playing. It's like I don't know. This pen was on my, if you know, like notice when I first started doing these lives, I didn't fuck with it. There was nothing in my hands. And then one day the pen was here. I don't know who put it here. And now it just stays here and I just kind of play with it. Shut up. I got two of them. This is my daughter's. This is an acrylic paint pen. I don't know. These things get monotonous, right? So, no, he's not. Jose, listen to me very carefully. Jose, listen to me very carefully. I want you to do something first for me, okay? Before I tell you this, all right?
Open your fucking ears, jackass.
I met both of them in person, shook their hands, talked to them. Canelo is not taller than Bud. Canelo is, I would say, 1.5 inches to 2 inches shorter. And a smaller man stature-wise, but that's a different story. Yeah, it is weird, right? Man, you say the N-word all the time. Just not on here, maybe. I know in normal talk, you'd be dropping that shit like water. Oh, yeah. Letterman did do the pen. Mo, you're an old soul. Anybody ever tell you that? You're an old soul. You are. I feel like you and me could connect and talk about like 90s shit, even though you weren't even born, which is good. A nervous tick? Nah, that's not a nervous tick. I luckily don't have any nervous ticks. I'm not saying I don't get nervous because I do at times, but I've learned to deal with my nerves. It took many years. I learned to deal with them, not to take them out on like, you know. Nah, Casey, it's more like mm, Canelo was almost like 5'6.5", or maybe 5'6.5", and Bud was like 5'8.5". That's kind of like what it seemed like to me. Or maybe Bud was 5'8" and Canelo was 5'6.5". Like he was short, and he had jumps on. Canelo wearing high. Those weren't fucking high. I saw them. There were jumps with like a slightly thicker, and sometimes jumps the shit looks thick, but when your foot goes down lower, so it's not. It doesn't give you. You know what I'm saying? The sole doesn't give you as much lift as it appears because of the style of the sneaker. What up, Jumanji? What's cracking? Freeze your verbal, Yayan. You're not that dude. Watch your verbal framework, my brother. Well, I'm not going to get involved in the N-word talk, but I will tell you this, Jumanji. I don't know if you're new to the channel. Yayan is 100% black. So I'm assuming he's allowed to say that. But, you guys can go into that. I know he's a little, no disrespect to Mo, but who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know what? What Mo say? Fuck so. That's like, listen, I'm not worried about height. The reach is the advantage. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Long arms. And I have mad short arms. I'm 5'11", so some people got long. What's up, Cologne? Crawford is going to lose, possibly. Hopefully he is smart and doesn't stand toe-to-toe with Canelo. Crawford's standing toe-to-toe, but with stipulations. I spent an hour the other day talking boxing with my 70-year-old coworker, and he said the same thing. Damn. I don't know. Your money's on Terrence Crawford? How much money are we talking? What's good? Wait, why is Canelo? In person, Casey, Bud looks bigger. I don't just mean height, my brother. I mean wider, heavier. I'm telling you guys, even his hand, like I shook their hands. Canelo had these like nice soft hands. They were small though, ish. Crawford shits were like Crawford too small and light in the ass. I'm telling you, nobody listens to me. I was with these dudes. Not the case. Crawford Boyle incoming. Canelo is a generational talent. He's unbeatable. He was born ready. All right. Nobody's unbeatable. Goofy. Bam, baby arm, Marco. Huh? Canelo does want Spence. You guys could call in. Black people are the most race biased in any sport. Oh boy. The few that are not blacks call them sellouts. I am not touching that. Crawford has fashion hands, better timing, and he can move left to right. Yeah, but can he take the power? Bud can stand toe-to-toe because he dips out of range and never pulls back, even out of clinches. I agree. Let me tell you guys something about this guy right here. This guy, I know him personally, right, in real life. Good dude. This guy knows boxing. He might know almost as much as me. Now, he doesn't know. Trick. I don't think you could fuck with me like in the 20s and 30s and 40s, but he knows a lot. How much are you trying to lose? You're not talking to me because I ain't trying to lose nothing. Zero. Light in the ass. Well, that's what they used to say. Yep, that's what they were saying about Spence. Canelo undefeated? Okay. Marco, yeah, new to the channel, but your wordplay with the commentary is dope. Dude, you the man. Appreciate you. Where are you from? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm capping. I got Crawford putting a masterclass on dude. A masterclass? What would make any of you clowns think that either fighter is going to put a masterclass on the other one? These are two of the greatest fighters. When all is said and done, maybe of all time. They'll be in that all-time list. Maybe. Why would anybody think that's like, how come nobody ever comes in with a balanced or very few people come in with a balanced prediction like, oh, it's going to be close. It's always like somebody's going to smash him, and he can't move. He can't. I think it's going to be close. I'm going to call in my phone charging. All right. I got Crawford as a favorite, but being bigger than Canelo, he is the reason. Bud isn't used to fighting at that weight. Exactly. He sparred those kind of people, but he has no pro. He has no pro experience at that weight. Jose, I like the way you spell that. What's cracking? That's why I never understood why they said Floyd Mayweather was smaller. He is smaller. Floyd might have been taller than Canelo or the same height, but his frame was smaller. I mean, Floyd turned pro at, featherweight. Canelo, I believe, turned pro at welter. I mean, that's 20 pounds. They're a good 20 pounds apart, naturally. Which is a lot when you're dealing with dudes who are 5'7", 5'8". Yeah, I am saying holy smokes is the most egregious thing, him smashing white women. I think it's him trying to be like ironic. Like, I don't think he really walks around South Bend being like, yo, what up? Holy smokes, bruh. I don't think that's what happens. If you look at Floyd Mayweather fight, that's exactly what's going to happen when Bud touches Canelo. The only difference is then they stop Canelo. But Joshua, you're forgetting one thing. Defense. Floyd did all that because he is a pull counter master. He is a defensive in the pocket. He stays in the pocket like some lint with his output and his defense. Bud doesn't do that. Bud will earmuff it. Bud's a notorious earmuffer. You can't be earmuffing against somebody bigger than you, at least on paper bigger than you, and with the power of Canelo. You can't compare Bud. All right, I'm gonna go down a little because you guys are wilding out over here. I'm delayed. Newport Road, Rhode Island. Ah, shit, you got that Rhode Island accent? Like if I met you, you'd be like, "What's up, Marco?" Probably not. Newport, Rhode Island. So you're a New England man. I don't think it'll be a masterclass either, but you'd be crazy to predict Bud would be a masterclass on Spencer. Okay. I think it'll be close. They really think Canelo coming in to fight Bud? I don't know, man. Let me go down here. Let me go to Trick. Let me get some gems from my man Trick Nolte. Marco, I never toot my own horn, but between the phone and YouTube, I did have over 60 interviews. Pretty impressive for a guy with no YouTube channel. You're the man. Trick Nolte, this guy right here, can get in touch with almost any old school fighter you could think of. Why? When is he shown defense? I mean, when is he actually shown defense? Yeah. Clarissa was hilarious. This guy does that, and then Clarissa goes, well, I guess Alberto finally cammed up. She's fucking funny. She is funny. Different, more experienced Canelo. Z. And you're talking about a much younger and not as experienced Nello. Sure, he had them camp fights, but Nello got better after losing to Floyd. That's true. Put me in. Yeah, I will in a second. I'm just waiting for some more people to come in. I don't know. 50-50. I could see Bud piecing him up, doing his thing, hitting him, moving around, blah, blah, blah. But I could also see Canelo just having too much power for Bud. You are the man. Let me hit you with the proper thank you.
Thank you. Come again.
Appreciate the kind words from you, Marco Salute. You're the man. You are the man. Now we're just 9 away from the goal. 60-40 leading Nello. I'm 55-45 leading Canelo. But I would not be surprised if Bud does what he does. Maybe what What if Canelo shots do nothing? What if they're just like every other day at the office? Terence Crawford, that is the defense to play. You can swing right, left, flat-footed fighter. Ah, the steroids. Well, 60-40. Be tactical, slow. It might be tactical and slow. That's what we're worried about. Almost every mega fight we've had lately, except actually Crawford and Errol, was just boring. Mauricio. Yeah, I don't get that New England accent. My verbal is all world. I tend to correlate more with Northwest Seattle vibe. You dig? I don't know what the Northwest Seattle vibe is, but do you? I would not be surprised if Bud wins. Not at all. If Canelo shots aren't much, I'm going to lose my mind in disbelief. Shit. I've never seen a great flat-footed fighter that was better than Andre Ward. The Mayweathers, Terence Crawford are right up there too. Canelo is not just going to let Bud piece him up like that. Well, who knows? Oh, I'm going to mute you, Oval. It's a little loud back there. Seattle bitches. Love to fly out to New York. I'm not saying that. For that premium D. What? You're flying out Seattle girls? There's so many right there. On paper, Bud is a big favorite, but Nelo's chin power are the equalizers. On paper, Bud is not a big favorite. Matter of fact, who is the favorite on paper? That's the question. Who's the favorite on paper? Do we have a favorite on paper? Floyd never fought a prime A-level skill fighter, not one. What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, stop hating. Haterade. A lot of fighters weren't going to let Bud piece them up like that. They still got pieced up. All right. What's up, Joshua?
Hey, how's it going?
Chilling. Oh, he just bounced. He came in and he went out. Who has more power, Jamel or Crawford? Crawford, right? Or no? Floyd? De La Hoya? Corrales? Mosley? I mean, probably some more. Marco, you don't even know, even that dude, I guess you ain't learned it. Marco, you don't even, he showed his face, you dipshit. I'm a Bud, oh, there he goes. I'm a Bud fan, but I'm really iffy about this fight. Crawford 100%. But if the power, Canelo, Crawford, hang with it.
I wanted to ask you something.
Go for it.
All right. I know there's a lot of Canelo fans and stuff. Canelo have never, all the pure boxers, all the challenges that he fought, the people that actually boxed, like Bivol, Mayweather, he lost. Most of Canelo's opponents, he's cherry picked. They was above age, old fighters. The Lara fight, he lost, but he had the judges. I've never seen a great flat-footed boxer that was great.
Well, Danny Jacobs is a great boxer, and he beat him. That was close, though, but he did beat him.
And Danny Jacobs was over the hill. There was nothing great about Danny Jacobs. That was nothing great. I've never
but go ahead.
I've never seen him fight a dangerous prime fighter like a Andre Ward. Now, Andre Ward wanted to smoke with Canelo. Canelo refused to call him out.
Go ahead.
Any boxer that was great, that can damaged him, he didn't fight them. He fought old Miguel Cotto. Look at all the opponents that he fought. They all were old, washed up. Even the Gennady Golovkin, they didn't want to fight anything that was pure, that can move, that can box, that can switch on them. All his fights were people that come forward outside of the Lara fight. And we all know he lost the Lara fight, but they still gave it to him.
Caleb Plant.
Caleb Plant, he's washed. Who?
He wasn't washed then. Maybe now.
You could have beat Caleb Plant.
Yeah, that's probably I can't beat no Caleb Plant. I would try. Nah, I disagree. I don't think everybody Canelo is a great fighter, but I get what you're saying.
Okay, you mean to tell me Caleb Smith was a great boxer?
Caleb Smith? Nah, I didn't say Caleb Smith.
Okay, that's the likes of that. These are Canelo's opponents.
Well,
who was the guy at the time when he first moved up to middleweight, super 168 that he picked, and they made him the WBC mandatory for the belt?
I don't remember.
It was some nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So when people say Canelo's good, name me 3 boxers, no losses, arguably like at the peak of their game, was feared by everybody, and he went and challenged those people. He don't want to fight the recent what's the brother that went up to 175?
Benavidez.
He avoided him.
Well, that's a fact. Yeah.
Now, you want to talk about who is the true 168? They stripped him. Not only did they strip him, this dude had marijuana in his system.
Who are you talking about, Benavidez?
Yes.
Cocaine. Yeah, not marijuana.
It's okay.
It's a little different.
But you this boxer Canelo's been known for from cheating. He get popped dirty from steroids.
He did.
Jaime Munguia just popped. Every fighter that, whatever his name is, Nocho, they all pop dirty.
Okay, so I take it you're not a Canelo fan.
No, it's not that I'm not. I don't have nothing against him. I don't have no reason to hate on him. But if you clean, you're clean. If you've done dirty stuff in the past and if it's known, then you're dirty too.
Yeah, I mean, he did pop dirty once, but my favorite fighter, those of you who follow me know that my favorite fighter, Roy Jones, popped dirty also. And for him, and obviously he could be lying, but it was a legitimate mistake. He took something from DNC off the shelf and happened to be banned, and he didn't know. So I give people a 1 strike rule. That's me personally. Everybody can make 1 mistake. Now, if it keeps happening, that's a whole different story. So I'm not sure if Canelo did it on purpose. I also don't know enough about steroids. Like people say that it can be masked. You know what I mean? I don't know, but Canelo fought a lot of great fighters. You're saying he didn't fight great boxers? That's what you're saying?
Miguel Cotto.
Let's see.
Miguel Cotto was over the hill.
No,
was he in?
No, and he's not a boxer. You said boxer specifically, right? Due to
name. If you can name me 3 undefeated boxers that Canelo beat.
Okay.
No losses.
Caleb Plant is one, and I don't think he was. Billy Joe Saunders was another one. He was a good boxer too.
He was not a great. See, but they don't fight nobody.
Danny Jacobs wasn't undefeated, but he beat him. Gennady was not a boxer.
No, he was not.
Let's see. Amir Khan was not undefeated. Kirkland, not a lot of undefeated guys, but Austin Trout actually. But some people thought Trout beat him, didn't they? Trout was a good boxer. The Canelo beat.
Trout was okay, but Trout didn't. He didn't. Those boxers you fought never fought great skilled boxers themselves. Nobody knew about them that well.
I don't know. I mean, this narrative that Canelo didn't fight great fighters, to me, I disagree with. He fought a lot of really. He fought everybody. He just ducked Benavidez, which is it's on Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis level ducking. But before that,
why did he?
Everybody.
He could have fought Andre Ward. Why he didn't fight Ward?
I have no idea. Who knows? I mean, I don't know why he didn't fight. I from what I understand, I mean, when did Ward's been retired for what, 5 years now?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have fought. I don't know. I don't know. Ward was at 75, and at that point, Canelo didn't touch 75. I guess at that point,
Ward moved up because nobody else wanted to fight him at 168.
And the truth is, Canelo is really not a 75 pounder. I don't even think he's a 68 pounder. I believe he's a natural middleweight.
So I argue. I would say Bud have a better resume because a lot of these. Okay, I can fight somebody that's 10 years past their prime and get credit off of fighting that person. I can fight somebody 5 years off their prime. Yeah, I'm fighting this Sugar Shane Mosley dude, but he's 7 years past his prime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he did. He fought a couple of them that were older.
A lot of them.
Yeah. So you think Bud's going to win this easy, huh?
I believe Bud, if he don't stop him, and I'm willing to bet anybody up in this live stream, whatever, how much money they want to lose, my money's on Bud. Okay. If he don't get stopped, because he's slow. He's flat-footed and he's slow. If he's not on no juice, he's going to break down in the second half of the fight.
Well, I don't know if you've heard me tell the story. Have you heard me tell how I met both? I was with both of them, Bud and Canelo, at the same time. Did you ever hear me talk about that?
Yeah, you said Crawford is much bigger. His hands is bigger.
I'm not much, but his taller, his hands, his width. He's a bigger dude. So to me, I was going Canelo at first, but when I saw that, because Bud is an overall more skilled fighter, like pound for pound, and it's also bigger.
I would have told Bud, come in at 160, fight him at 160.
Yeah. Well, he has all the belts at 68. So, CJ, I only muted you because there was a lot of wind. Sounds like
if they don't cheat because the referees, I feel like Skull beat him too. That last fight, Canelo did not win that fight. Go look back at the fight.
Yeah, I understand. Again, I'm outside training. Let me say this quickly. I've been letting you guys chop it up, but I want to interject real quick. And I say this as a self-admitted Canelo hater, but I think that's a kind of an unrealistic bar that dude is setting. I'm not sure who dude is talking, but 3 undefeated high-level boxers in their prime. I mean, you could say that about almost any boxer. Who you beat 3 undefeated pure boxers? I mean, that's
a good point.
I don't know. That criteria is a little bit off to me.
Well, okay, so tell me this. Name me a time where Canelo, another great champion that was knocking people out, that had 2 belts, and people was boarding that champion, and he went up there and took the belts. Name you cannot name anybody that was champion at the time that was great, that was not a cherry pick, that he went up there and said, you know what, I want this guy.
Triple G.
Marco said it. I'm gonna mute up because I'm outside. But yeah, Marco said it. Fucking Golovkin.
Triple G. Yeah. That's the best you could do. Who have Triple G fought?
The best. That's one of the greatest middleweights who ever lived. What you mean the best?
Stop it. Triple G didn't fight nobody.
He fought everybody.
You know what? Kell Brook.
Go ahead, Yayan.
Kell Brook.
No, let Yayan talk. Yayan,
didn't Triple G have to come back down to fight Canelo? Or am I?
No, he's always been at middleweight.
No, didn't they fight at 160? But Triple G was already at 168.
No, Triple G never fought at 168. He was middleweight his whole career.
Yeah, he was 160 his whole entire career.
Mind. I always thought he came down to fight Canelo.
Have Triple G unified the belts?
I don't know if he unified the belts or not, but I know that to me, belts don't matter to me. It matters who you beat. Sometimes dudes who have belts are good. Sometimes not. Triple G is one of the greatest middleweights who ever lived.
Now, if memory serves me, there was a few good fighters during that time period that Canelo did not want no smoke with, and Triple D didn't want no smoke with. That was anticipating fighting both of them.
Who?
If my memory serves me at that time period.
Okay, tell me who were the fighters they didn't want to fight?
Because Triple G had 1 belt. I think it was the WBA belt.
Okay.
And that's what they fought for. They fought for the WBA belt. 1 was a draw, and then they fought 2 more times. Canelo won the second, and he won the third.
I thought Canelo lost the first one, but he definitely won the second one.
I thought so too.
Yeah, he lost the first one.
But the judges, they see something different. Sometimes I think they are paid.
I don't know, and you know, maybe, but I also thought that Kovalev beat Andre Ward the first time, but they gave it to fucking Ward, or it was a draw. Maybe.
Yeah, I can make that the case too. But what happened in the second fight?
He stopped him. Yeah,
Exactly.
He looked great, but Canelo. So I disagree completely. I thought Canelo fought everybody, and he took fights he did not have to take. Fighting Triple G, fighting Kovalev, jumping up in weight. He didn't have to do all that. That was super impressive. So
how many losses did Kovalev have after he fought Canelo?
Made a bunch. Well,
okay.
Couple.
So does that really count? When we look at Bud's resume, when he unified to 140 pounds, there was a dude by the name is what's his name? Julian Undongo, whatever his name was.
Undongo, yeah.
Yes, he had 2 belts. Bud had 2 belts. Bud said, "No, I want to unify. I want to be undisputed, where nobody can say that." What did he do? He challenged him, became undisputed champion of 140. Canelo's never done that. Then he turned around like, you know what? I'm going to go to 147. What did they try to do? They tried to avoid fighting him.
Well, look, nobody's arguing that Bud
Spence had 3 belts. What did Bud say? Okay, let's unify this.
Nobody's arguing that Bud isn't great. The argument is that Canelo is not great.
Have Canelo done that?
Canelo's done a lot.
Canelo is cherry picked a lot. He's picked and choose what fighter. All the dangerous fight he's avoided. I remember when he went on that Middle East, the European tour, fighting all the European fighters to get the belts and stuff like that. Any fighter that was dangerous, that can box and move, he avoided them. The fighters that he fought mostly was comfort, flat-footed fighters.
When you're 23 years old and you try and you go and fight Floyd Mayweather, that is such.
That was for to get the recognition.
Doesn't matter. He did it. When you're 147 or 154 pounder and you move up to fight Triple G, who's one of the most dangerous knockout punchers in history, that's not cherry picking. When you move up to fight 175-pound crusher Kovalev, who was knocking everybody and their grandmother out, come on, those are the actual exact opposite of cherry picking.
He didn't knock out Ward.
Doesn't matter. The point is
I'm just saying
fights that he took.
And when you make that case, you also have to put in there that he lost. Remember, when he fought Ward, he was never the same. So you can't claim that.
Claim what?
You can't claim that. He moved up. He moved up and he fought Kovalev, but Kovalev was washed up. He was over the hill.
That's still like 2 fucking weight divisions out of that. That's a risk. That's not a cherry pick. That's a risk. That's
like you fighting a middle-aged man that was once good and you take advantage of it.
He wasn't that old at that point. He was a little, it wasn't that bad. He was, he took a loss, but it wasn't, I disagree.
Okay. So when you lose, it takes something from you. True?
Sometimes some people get stronger from it and get better. It all depends on the fighter.
So when he fought Mosley, was Mosley at his peak when he was fighting Canelo?
No.
What was the difference?
What do you mean? No difference. He fought an older fighter who's still a legend, but an older fighter.
Yeah, but what was the difference in Mosley fighting Canelo?
The difference between what? I don't get it.
Mosley wasn't prime Mosley at the time. No. So
and Mosley's a smaller fighter naturally.
Yes. Okay. Mayweather was 36 and Canelo was 23. So older fighter means he's slowing down. Well, Canelo was bigger, stronger, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what was the difference from fighting a Mosley and fighting Mayweather? They both were older fighters.
Well, Mayweather hadn't lost a step.
He's older. As you age, you
not
start.
Not everybody. Hopkins, Foreman, a lot of guys peak older. Not a lot. It happens. It's all individual. You don't have one rule that everybody follows. Every person, every fighter is different. You know what I mean? And Floyd was actually some could argue more dangerous when he was older because he got so much smarter. Dangerous in terms of beating you, not hurting you, but beating you.
So how do you think this fight is going to go?
I don't know. I could see Bud sitting in it there, picking them apart, winning a decision with boxing and movement, and then being able to. But I could also see Canelo's power. I don't know how Bud's going to react to getting hit by somebody that big.
You watched that that fight before Errol Spence fight?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I think the fight is going to go. The fight before the Errol Spence fight, where Crawford sits in the pocket, fight mid-range, and just pick him apart and catch him with something, have him to walk into a trap, because they reduced the ring size now.
Yeah, well, look, it's unlikely based on history that Canelo's going to be stopped. But again,
anybody can be stopped.
Crawford was never been. I mean, not Crawford. Spence would never stopped either. So it was a shock. So it's possible, but unlikely, because you got to just go by history and the past.
The body does not move. I understand that.
Okay. Well,
I've never seen a great flat-footed boxer ever in my lifetime.
Well, look, Canelo might lose, but to say that his career is basically garbage and cherry picks is insane to me.
You cannot name a stellar fighter that had something that can push Canelo, because Canelo wouldn't take those risks.
I named 3 or 4 of them. You don't agree, but of course I can name them.
But they wasn't great fighters. I mean, they're good.
He's not a great fighter.
Triple G, no, because Triple G never fought any fighter that was great to push him.
Hold on one second, guys. My bad. Anybody else want to chime in here? Guys, phone lines are open. If anybody wants to chime in, ask this dude who won better, Bud or Ortiz. Bud or Ortiz? I don't know what that means. Don't know what that means. Buy this clown a ticket to That's fucked up.
Buy this clown. Listen, I want to say this in the comments. I have no problem with nobody. So if you saying negative things about me, that's not going to bother me.
Yeah. Let's not say negative shit about each other. We could debate, but let's keep it.
In real life, if you saw me, you wouldn't have that energy. So let's not do that. Let's be peaceful, be civil, and leave it like that.
You thought Triple G was overrated? Get out of here, Ray. Rocky was a great flat-footed. Okay, we got jokes.
Hey, Marco, I have a question for our friend here. I have a question.
Go for it.
I want to get your opinion. What's our friend's name here? What's his name? So
I'm Joshua.
Joshua. Okay, Joshua. So I have a question for you. So Bud is going to be 38 years old. He's going to be well past his prime. So does that mean that Canelo is cherry picking Bud?
Remember, Bud called him out. They see something in Canelo that makes them want to fight.
Well, let's be real here. Like, he's kind of making I think like double his purse. So I think the person who picked who is Canelo. So just so we're clear though. So you don't think Bud is cherry picking, or so you don't think Canelo is cherry picking Bud? That's what you're saying?
I think Bud is trying to be great. And he's trying to be 3 times undisputed champ, which never been done before. And 3 different divisions, weight classes. And
okay, so just so I'm clear, when Canelo picked Kovalev, that was cherry picking. But when he picks Bud, it's not cherry picking.
He did again.
That's all I have to say.
Listen, hold on. No. So Canelo did not pick Bud. Bud called him out. Bud is trying to do something that's never been done before. Bud is pushing himself. He's one of the few boxers that's trying to fight all the boxers that they say is great.
No, that's all true. the problem we all have with your narrative is saying that Canelo is a cherry pick and he's not a good
He
fighter.
is a cherry picker.
That's the problem. Not Bud's great. Nobody's arguing that.
What I'm saying is, when he went on the European tour outside of 168, he could have been unified divisions at 160 and at 154. And he chose not to do that because 154 had killers. 160 had killers. And not one time he pushed himself to fight some of the great 160s or 154s. The boxers that dominate at that time.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why he became 168 unified undisputed champion, which he had the easiest road to get there. He didn't fight nobody that was great. He didn't fight the man that's actually is the real champion at 168. That's politics.
I don't know. Canelo's going to go down as possibly the greatest Mexican fighter of all time and one of the greatest fighters of all time. He took on everybody. He took on people he didn't have to take on. He's never.
He did not fight the elite.
One of the greatest chins. Of course, he fought the elites. We've named a bunch of them. You might not think
he
they're
didn't,
elites, but everybody else does.
He did not fight the elite at their primes at the same time.
Okay. I mean, if you look to break down somebody, and anybody could look to break down a resume, but he fought everybody. This guy is, and he has one of the greatest chins of all time. He actually is one of the first Mexican fighters to employ head movement, like quote slick black fighter movement. You know what I'm saying? Like break the mold of the pure Mexican style.
The best fighter that I've seen, that I watched a lot of boxing. There's no boxer like Mr. Mayweather. There's no boxer come close.
Well,
His defense
Roy Jones
to offense
better than Mayweather,
is phenomenal.
Yeah, Floyd is one of the best. That's a fact. Floyd is one of the best. But that doesn't make the other fighters he fought not good. He's just
they're great. They're good boxers. They're good. They're not trash people. They're good fighters.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to chime in on this? You guys are all super quiet. What's going on?
What's his name? Shakur Stevenson.
Mm-hmm.
Him, Abdullah Mason.
Mm-hmm.
They are moving the same way.
Yeah, I really like Abdullah. Was somebody about to say something? I heard the. No, nobody.
I'm just listening.
Just listening. All right. Well, if anybody wants to chime in, the link is there. Let's get some other opinions out here. We've established that our man Joshua does not like Canelo and likes Crawford.
I don't honestly. I have nothing against him.
I think you're being biased, but that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. In boxing is like life. I always say this. There's a balance. Not one person doesn't have to be total, overrated garbage, and the other person has to be. Sometimes there's a balance. You know what I mean? Like every fighter has their missteps, their vulnerabilities.
Yeah, they do.
That's just how it is.
But I'm willing to bet anybody in this live stream. I'm that confident. I'm willing to whatever you want to match, whatever you want to lose. I'm that confident that my money's on Terrence Bud Crawford. For anybody in the live stream that's commented, that's afraid to say something, I will put up whatever.
The problem is most of the dudes in here who are betting are going for Crawford, so I don't think you're going to get any. I can't think of anybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, most of them
anybody that wanted to
man. What's that?
Bet or feel confident in Canelo, I match you on whatever.
Oh shit, he's ready to do it.
Whatever you want to put up.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I can't. I have no fucking idea how this fight's going to go. And I don't pretend to know. I analyze fights. I don't sit there with a crystal ball and try and, I don't know. I'll break it down after it happens, but who the fuck knows? What just
Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, top of my list. Okay. That's a great list. But nice to meet everybody up in here.
That's what's up.
Where you from, my guy?
Oh, me?
Yeah, where you from?
North Carolina.
Okay, blessings.
Yeah.
How's the weather out there?
Hot. It's gonna be in the upper 90s all this week.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, my fucking camera just went out for some reason.
Yeah, can't see you, but
Yeah, my camera went out. I don't know why. That's weird. Hold on, let me see if I did something.
I would love to take that heat for a couple of days.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
I'm in the Bay Area.
That was weird.
It is the opposite.
It's gonna be almost 100 here. I'm in New York. Well, actually, right outside.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm in California. We don't even see that.
Yeah, so where were we? Where with the button? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody chiming in? Usually we get more people calling in. I'm surprised. Usually you would have had people coming in battling you, but for some reason right now, nobody's battling. Nobody's battling. CJ, jump in. Where'd you go? True story. Mayweather was supposed to get the winner of Shane Mosley versus Vernon Forrest. There was no rematch clause.
That
Floyd
is true.
didn't want it. Yeah, Vernon was a no joke. Vernon's no joke. Casey, Floyd clinched up as much as he landed. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Come on. Still waiting for those elite names that Canelo ducked. Why don't you jump in? Not as good as? Jump in. Well, don't talk from a distance. Don't think Crawford is sure of himself this time. I could see it in the last face-off. I don't agree. I saw Showbiz did that. I don't agree with that. Just
He said the same thing about Crawford and Spence.
Yeah,
You don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, Showbiz said that about Crawford Spence?
He said the same thing. And he was saying that Errol Spence was going to beat him. He doesn't know nothing about boxing.
Anybody who watches boxing knows that, like, I've seen the most confident dudes in the face-offs get slept. And the most quiet, like, shy guys knocks. You know, the face-offs usually don't mean shit. That's bullshit.
I feel you. People put way too much stock into that. Let me just say this. Yeah, I dropped off because I'm at the park, families and stuff. So not only is there a lot of noise, but I got to watch my language. So I'll be in and out.
Okay. You can say holy smokes like Yayan. You don't have to actually curse. Ali is a legend, larger than life. That's a random thing to say. It's true, but it's random. I tried my browsers and support, and it keeps telling me. Okay, try a different browser maybe. I don't know if are you on a computer or you on your phone. Try Google Chrome. Ray, blank be wildin' with the face-offs. Relax. Yeah, I know. Yup, Southpaw said the same thing too. I mean, Southpaw says a lot of things.
Well, so big, he's putting a bag on Canelo.
Is he?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he taking all bettors or just do it on the site? Because I got a rack on Crawford.
I think he's doing it on the site.
Floyd ducked Ivan Robinson. He didn't duck Ivan. Come on, Trick. Ivan Robinson's my man. Like, I know him personally, but he wouldn't be Floyd. Let's come on. Stevie Johnson. All right, Anthony, you're wiling out. Spadafora. That's the dude who, have you guys ever see that famous sparring where Floyd kind of got fucked up against a white guy? That's who
he did.
That was
he
Spadafora.
did.
But he was out of shape, and
he did.
Cesar Bazan at lightweight. Here's the thing, though, Trick. You can't fight everybody. You can't fight it. Like, people say, well, Sugar Ray Leonard ducked Aaron Pryor. Maybe, but he fought fucking Hearns and Hagler and Duran. Like you can't fight everybody, especially in
I
era.
believe Herms, he should have won that.
Won what?
Sugar Ray Leonard fight.
Well, they fought twice. The second fight he should have won. The first fight he got knocked out. He was winning the first fight too, funny enough, and then he just got knocked out. The second fight, I did a video on that. Actually, got a lot of views. Absolutely, that was Sugar Ray's. What did I call it? He charmed the judges, like his flashiness, all this shit. Trump, but he lost that. He got dropped twice. Excuses? Get out of here, Trick. Floyd ducked Keith Thurman. You got to be fucking kidding me. Keith Thurman. Paul Ford fought my boy Darian Ford. Ford was robbed. No, so Spatafore was a good fight. What's up?
Wasn't that sparring when Floyd got out of jail?
No, way before he went to jail.
Oh shit.
Yeah. If you look at the video, it's like fucking before you were born, like shot, like that might have been the 90s.
Yo, so what's up? Brian Norman and what's his name? What's his name?
Oh,
Ennis.
Which reminds me, tonight, guys, Brian Norman's pops. I'm gonna have him on if anybody cares. Go ahead. What's up with them? I don't know. Ennis moved up, so they can't fight now. For now, Ray ducked Iran Barkley. I mean, Iran Barkley was a bigger dude. You know, like for the most part, they didn't count body shots. He said he hit too hard. Hagler ducked Mike McCallum. Mo, you watch your filthy, dirty fucking mouth. You watch your mouth, Mo. Mike Hagler ducked nobody. Get out of here. Mo, stop.
Now, do you think Hagler beat Sugar Ray Leonard?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
But close. We actually did on this channel, we did a watch along. We all watched it. We scored it round by round. The majority of us believed Hagler won.
Now, do you think that was boxing politics?
Well, it was close. Here's the thing. Sugar Ray was pop, 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 and moving and shuffling. Hagler was getting a lot of his shots off. If you watch the fight again in the clinch, they were clinching. So Sugar Ray would be like, and then hold him. And while he's holding, you'd see his cabbage being popped up because Hagler's just working. And it was a lot of inside punching, which is what I edged it to Hagler. And Hagler was chasing him down. And Sugar Ray, the first 4 rounds, Sugar Ray won easy. But then he got gassed out. So it was charisma. It was Sugar Ray won a lot of fights with charisma. It was close. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like Pernell versus Chavez, which wasn't even close. But you know, you could ask Norman a question. Hagler ducked who? He doesn't even know who it is. We need to do another watch along. Yeah, let's pick what fight. Hagler Leonard epic battle. They only fought once, my friend. You put battles. Sugar Ray Leonard negotiated a fight deal with the Mirage after that fight. Business politics. Wow. 118-110 Leonard over Hagler. That was one of the scorecards?
That's crazy.
That's insane. That's why he said politics, and I completely agree with that.
Nigel Benn was juiced against the G-Man? Is that a fact? Because you mix that in with the behind the head shots, they motherfucking go to jail for battery, for assault.
Yep.
Mayweather wasn't at welter. It don't matter to me, just nothing in black and white. What are you talking about, Youngin? Interviewed Brian Norman Sr. before. They went to Japan. He made some great points about Boots and his team, plus other content creators getting him in on the show, interrogating him instead of an interview. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't do that, so I do not interrogate people. But we all know that. The watch along on. Oh, right. As long as it's not in black and white, well, pick one. Minus S finger. I don't know what that means. SNAFU. What's that an acronym for? Fuck up. Shut. What's SNAFU mean? Yayan, help me out. You're the young guy. What's that acronym for? You guys are these acronyms. Yeah,
these young dudes are speaking a different language. His name is Jumanji, and it sounds like that because he got me confused. I don't know what.
Yeah, they do. I don't know
what's going on.
They acronym everything. Yeah, we should do a fight along. Funny how this clown says Canelo beat an old Mosley and De La Hoya, but not Floyd. Well, he didn't. Wait, what? Canelo didn't fight De La Hoya. But not Floyd. LOL, race biased or double standard? Both. Definitely biased. I don't know if it's race biased. It's biased to me, but that's the problem with boxing. A lot of us have a bias.
Funny how this clown. So listen, why do I got to be a clown? Like, why you can't just say my name?
True.
My name is my name.
True.
Like, I'm not disrespecting you, brother.
Like Marlo in The Wire. My name is my name. I feel you.
Like, why you have to have hospitality? I mean, negative words towards me, and I have never disrespected you.
I'm with you. It's for some reason.
It's gonna happen. It's inevitable, unfortunately, on these type of platforms. Yeah, it's gonna happen.
That's how people talk. Like this jerk off. Like that's how people. But I agree with you. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It's not an acronym. Oh, it just means mistake. Snafu. Has anybody heard of snafu before?
I've never.
All right.
I have actually. Now that I think about it, it means. See, I can't even say it in this part. It means situation normal, all effed up.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. We can catch Sugar Ray Leonard versus Hearns too. Yeah, Jeever. Yeah, those are good ones. Those are good ones. Uh-oh, he's doubling down on it.
Listen, listen. Let's keep the peace here because I can actually box and fight.
Well, yeah, but this is through the computer screen, so that would be useless.
I don't understand why we got to be tough men on the internet. I don't know you.
Yeah. MFs do a lot of finger talking, ha ha ha, but won't do shit in your face. That's true. So wait, Joshua, you had fights before, or you just sparred and stuff?
I had fights before.
How many fights?
10 fights.
Amateur, I assume.
Amateur, yes.
What weight?
My weight 160.
160.
I listen, getting hit in the face, I wouldn't recommend that for nobody.
Well, amateur, there is no 160. It's 165, which is what I fought at. Then below that, it's something else. I forget 150 something. So did you fight at 65 or did you fight at the 50? Somebody else help me out. I'm not familiar with what the amateur.
No, I fought at 155.
155?
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Let me see something. How old are you?
I'm 40.
Oh, wow. You look way fucking younger than that. Good for you. God bless. Amateur weight.
I have not done that in years.
Yeah, right? Okay, let's see. So middleweight is 165. So it's 152 or 165. It would have to be. So you're
Ray is wild for that shirtless pick, but as long as we keep it above the belt like professional fight, it's all good.
Ray's wild for what? What happened?
But what I'm trying to understand is this guy does not know me, and I got to be a clown. I just don't understand that.
Oh, it's military.
You got to let that go, man. I mean, I learned that lesson recently. Just let it go. Don't let that shit get to you. It's not that real. The internet is not real unless someone shows up.
That's how people talk in boxing rooms, man. Everybody's you don't know shit. This guy's an idiot, a clown. That's just normal. That's how they are.
So let me ask you guys this: who do y'all think is the future of boxing?
Here, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. CJ, handle this, please.
Who do y'all think?
I didn't hear your question. Can you repeat it?
Who do y'all think is the next big thing in boxing?
The next guy, the next superstar? That's a great question. Let me roll that over in my mind for a second. I mean, Carmel has potential. You mean like that young, like prospect level?
Prospect, yeah.
Or what?
Prospect or next star?
Carmel got a chance. Who else we got? Well, Bam. Bam is already well on his way. Could be him. I could see that. He probably have to move up to a more glamorous division. Stop fighting at those lighter weights. I don't know how high he can go up. Maybe if he lands at 135, he could have the juice. That's where I'm at with it right now. I'm gonna keep thinking on it. How about you?
Okay.
What do you say?
I think there's a few people there. Stevenson, Adula Mason.
Yep.
Okay.
What's his name? Mooten, whatever his name is.
Who?
Yeah, Camaro Moten.
Putin.
Yeah, Mooten.
Excuse me.
Putin. Yeah. Okay. Moses Tuama, possibly. Tuama, however you pronounce that.
He just said Bam Rodriguez.
Bam. Well, Bam's already he's not really future. He's one of the
He
top
young
pound for
though.
pound fighters.
He only 24.
Yeah, but he's not up and coming. Like, right? He's not part of the future. Isn't he part of the present?
I mean, he's only 24, so we assume he only gonna get better.
Okay.
He said Richard Torres. I don't believe in Richard Torres.
Yeah, I don't either. I'd love to see that because I like him. He's cool. He's American. You know what I'm saying? We need American heavyweights, but I don't know. This Tuama guy looks good. What was the other heavyweight that looks really good? Fuck. There's one more. Who am I thinking of? What is
Caballero?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. He's good.
I think he's a little older though. I think he's like 30 something.
He is older, but he's still coming up in terms of boxing because he's never fought for a title. You know.
Yo, I got a dark horse. Is thinking back on last weekend. Terramona. He got the juice. He has a lot of charisma.
Tiramisu's pretty good. That's a big dude. Jesus, the fuck was that? CJ, you hang around kids and dogs? Weird. It's a weird combination. Yeah, the Tiramisu.
You know I run with my dog. Don't try to make this. don't paint that picture.
That's the weird thing.
I'm in the park with my dog. That's on a cool down for my run. You know, I had to get that marathon training in, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, I didn't know you ran with your dog. You run with the dog every time?
I run through the neighborhood, through the suburbs. I mean, we put up a soft 10 today. I got out pretty early, like 7 o'clock. So
10 miles?
So, yeah. That's not. I got to meet up.
Pit bulls run like that? Don't they get tired? I didn't know pit bulls could run like that. I thought it's usually the smaller dog.
He's mixed. He's a half Labrador as well. So yeah, you got it.
Probably cute. That sounds like a cute mix.
Very.
You scared Marco. He started to believe in Jesus. Huh? What's he talking about? These Indiana guys are weird. They're weird. I want to see more of the Tiramisu guy.
I'm just saying, speaking of Indiana, Pacers, we NBA champs tonight.
Oh, that's tonight?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You think they're gonna win?
Absolutely.
Honest. What do you not? What you want? What do you really?
Absolutely, we winning. No doubt in my mind, we not winning.
I should bet
that sounds biased to me, champ. Don't root too hard. Just sit back and see what happens.
I should bet you.
Man, y'all just going because OKC the favorite, bro. We get it there.
No, I'm not hating. I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just saying, as an experienced fan, I got some years on you. Just don't get too hype. I thought, what was it, 2015? I thought the Warriors definitely had it locked down. It didn't happen, champ. So
I kind of hope
like that.
I hope the Pacers do win. Like
I mean, the Warriors won so many rings though in that time. So y'all had that chance. This is really the only chance we probably gonna get.
Nah, they might be better next year too if they don't win this year.
I mean, you got the Celtics coming back. There's a lot of teams that's gonna be good next year. So we'll see.
They're good though. They got a great chance. They got a great fucking chance. But it's tough because like against the Knicks, it was like all the games we won were pretty much close, but all the games you guys won were like kind of not close. With this team though, it's kind of like it's back and forth. It's hard to tell who's a better team. And you have to
even the Knicks was a way better team on paper. I didn't think we was gonna beat the Knicks, to be honest. But that's what made me a believer in my team, though. Is when we beat them.
On paper, you shouldn't have beat the Knicks, but you shouldn't have been this far on paper anyway. So it's all good.
It's okay. My team in 3 years, we'll be ready to challenge everybody.
What's your team? The Warriors?
San Antonio Spurs.
Spurs.
Yes.
I thought you said you're in California. Oh, you're not from California.
Yeah, I grew up here almost all my life, but I'm a San Antonio Spurs.
Well, that would have been if it was the 90s, you would have been. They were winning mad. I mean, they must have. What they win? Like 8 of them or some shit.
5 championships.
5, but they were
It was in the playoffs like every year.
Almost in the final, and they had the best record. Like they were the top 3 best records for like it must have been like 15 years.
Yeah, like 20 years straight. They was in the playoffs.
Yep.
The Lakers.
Yep. They were nice with it. They beat. That was the last time the Knicks went to the finals. Is when they had Robinson and Duncan. They fucking took us out.
Yeah, but they trying to get KD.
I mean, how much longer can he play? He's fucking getting old. Right?
Yeah, I don't like that move because like the last like 7 years, every team KD went to, they was terrible. So I don't know why they keep trying to do that. The Suns was terrible. The Nets was hurt, but you know what I'm saying. But I just don't get that. You trying to get it? The dude damn near 40.
We're gonna find out. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I will come on to that. What time do you think the playoffs will be over? I want to go live after them.
Ooh, I think the game started at 8. It's probably gonna be over at like 11 or something though.
11. Okay, that's usually around when I go on. And I know you won't be in the live. You're gonna be fucking. You nervous? Are you nervous?
Nah, not at all.
Shit.
We winning, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. I told y'all we was not. I told y'all we wasn't losing.
I hope you
Game
do.
6.
I already said it. Then it makes the Knicks not look as bad. Like the only team that could beat us were the actual champs. So I hope you do.
OKC in 7.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll find out tonight. Come back on, Joshua. Well, I go on twice a day, usually around 2 in the afternoon and then usually around 10, 11 p.m. Eastern.
Pleasure meeting everybody.
All right, people. Appreciate you guys.
Hey, Marco.
What's up?
You know how you say you want to live in Mexico?
Yeah.
Look up Cuernavaca, Mexico. You'll live like a king there, man.
I will. I'll look it up. I gotta learn Spanish, but
It's known as the city of eternal spring. The weather doesn't change. It stays like 70 degrees. They have a high Canadian population there.
Okay.
Canadians been moving there since the 30s or 40s because it's not a resort town. It's just nestled. It's about 2.5 hours south of Mexico City.
Right.
But it's clean, safe, you know.
I'll check it out. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see everybody later. Peace.
Later, y'all.
All right.